Here are the flu's earliest cases this year. The 2022 to 2023 flu season is off to a dramatic start, according to historical data, with a weekly hospitalization rate that is 20 times higher than it was at the same point in the previous season. The Influenza Hospitalization Surveillance Network, which now collects data from more than 70 counties across 13 states and covers close to 30 million individuals, or 9% of the US population, is used by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to monitor flu hospitalization rates. The CDC normally reports rates for each MMWR week, accounting for cases from early October through late April of the following year. With the exception of the 2020-2021 season, when there was incredibly low flu activity during the COVID-19 pandemic, the surveillance network's dashboard shows weekly hospitalization rates from the 2009 to 2010 through the 2022 to 2023 seasons. Weekly hospitalization rates often reach or surpass 1.0 per 100,000 people, on average over those seasons, soon before the year ends, or around MMWR week 50. Though seasons can vary widely in intensity, they typically reach their peak around the beginning of the next year, at a rate of 5 hospitalizations per 100,000 persons on average. Rates normally return to below 1.0 by 4 months into the new year after peaking. However, that isn't always the case, and this season stands out as an exception. By week 43, the weekly rate had topped 1.0 per 100,000, signaling a far earlier increase than had previously been the case before the 2009 to 2010 season, which was almost 10 years ago. This season's week 48, or the week ending 3rd December, shows a hospitalization rate of 5.9 per 100,000 persons. This rate is roughly 20 times higher than it was at this time last season, when it was at 0.3, while it is significantly lower than a week earlier. It is also past the historical average peak. The CDC does mention that because of delayed influenza activity, the 2021 to 2022 flu season was extended into June. While the weekly hospitalization rate was higher in the beginning of the 2009 to 2010 flu season, it peaked at 4.0 per 100,000 persons and then sharply decreased towards the conclusion of the year. Rates have generally been rising consistently in recent weeks as we approach the holiday season, when many people will travel and spend time indoors with family.